Sadhu Sundar Singh, Called of God. Chapter 4, Nationality and Birth. Sadhu Sundar Singh is a Sikh, S-I-K-H, by birth. The Sikhs are, for various reasons, of peculiar interest. Arising first as a religious sect resolved to reform abuses and to lead men back to a simpler, purer worship, they eventually developed into an organized military power. Through 4 centuries, they have had many and bitter experiences, but pride of race, love of arms, and a stiff clinging to their religious doctrines are to this day their great characteristics. Cunningham, in his History of the Sikhs, says, during the 16th century, while the Punjab was a scene of endless contention for power among foreign races, the religious sect of the Sikhs, humble in their origin, unpretending in their primitive character, silently arose amidst the turmoil of arms and in spite of persecution laid the foundation of a great state. The home of the Sikhs is the country of the 5 rivers, and a remarkable circumstance of the population of the Punjab in the comparable city of the Sikhs is a country once ruled by them. The Sikhs do not form a numerous sect, yet their strength is not to be estimated by number, but by their unity and energy of religious fear and warlike temperament. They will dare and endure much. They are not easily discouraged by defeat, and they look forward hopefully to the day when the double mission of the N-A-N-A-K and G-O-V-I-N-D, Singh, shall become a dominant religion. Some further account of the Sikhs will be found at the end of this book, and from it will be seen some of the national and religious influences under which Sundar Singh was born. Captain Cunningham says, a Sikh chief is not more distinguished by a stately person and manly bearing than a minister of his faith is by a lofty thoughtfulness of look which marks the fever of his soul, and his persuasion of the near presence of the divinity. In religious faith and worldly aspirations they are wholly different from other Indians. From such a stock sprang Sundar Singh. His father was Sardar Sher Singh, a Sikh by descent and to this day a wealthy landowner in Rampur, in the state of Patala, where on September 3rd, 1889, Sundar was born, the youngest son in the family, but called to a higher destiny than them all. One of the family in Sardar, A. Nath Singh, commander of an Indian force in one of the Sikh states, while others have arisen to even higher distinction still. As a child, Sundar was brought up in the lap of luxury. Every year as the hot weather drew on, he was taken with the family to spend the summer in the cooler air of the Himalayas, usually to Simla. His mother was a refined and gifted lady, very broad-minded in her sympathies. She was on friendly terms with the American Presbyterian mission ladies and permitted their visits to her home. From his earliest days, the relationship between Sundar and his mother was of the tenderest character. He was the youngest of the family, and he seldom left her side. She would often say to him, "You must not be careless and worldly like your brothers. You must seek peace of soul and love religion, and then someday you must become a holy Sadhu." So frequently did he hear such words as these from his mother's lips that he never contemplated any other life than this of which she spoke. Wherever she went, her little son accompanied her, and she never ceased to teach him the best things she knew. By the time he was 7 years of age, he had learned the Bhagavad from the beginning to end in Sanskrit, Sanskrit. And then at the age of 14, Sundar lost his dearest earthly friend. How he missed her gentle companionship, no one knows. But today, when he speaks of her, his voice grows tender, and he believes that were she alive, she would be satisfied to see him living and working as he is this day. End of chapter 4, have been read by Peter John Paresis.